All right. Hey, I hope you can hear me. This is a big first right here. Now you might see I'm over here at Moto Deli, and but yet I think I'm the only guy on a moto here. I'm not really at the deli. I just stopping here to turn on the camera and to go live. That's right. We're going live right now. Here in downtown Encinitas, here in San Diego, North County. And a lot of big news. This is the first time I'm live streaming simultaneously to Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. And who knows if this is working or not. I guess there is a chat room here, but I'm on my motorcycle. I can't be really focused. I'm not on it quite yet. I'm going to get on it. And I'm going to take you down the coast here a little bit and share with you exactly what's going on and how this kind of new vlogging, live streaming could be, this could be something new I'm going to be doing pretty soon over there on the other side of the pond over in Europe, Eastern Europe. So with all that ado, let me take you for a ride, okay? Yeah, we have comments that can come in here. I don't know if anyone is actually watching this right now because, but that's okay because we're doing this. This is a test. I want to see if this really works. So if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, if you're getting a notification, this is WorldRider Allan Karl. I'm on my motorcycle. It's 4th of July weekend. Happy 4th of July weekend for all you guys. There's a lot of activity. It's sitting right now at about 4:30. It's a beautiful day here. I know that parts of the country are, having some tropical storm activity and maybe getting overheated. But I'm going to take you for a ride down to the beach. How's that? You coming? Let's go. We can actually do this. We'll wait for a little traffic to go by. Anyway, so can you imagine now live streaming simultaneously here? I'm using StreamYard to share with you some news here on my channel and on my Facebook and on my Twitter. Here comes some moto guys right behind me. Okay, you see, we're moving now. Now I'm going to bring the face shield down. Maybe it's, I don't know how well you can hear me, if you're getting any wind noise. I'd love to have you put some comments in just so I know as part of this test. But it's kind of hot under here, so I'm gonna go like this. So we're going into downtown Encinitas here, and this is just the last of my, I guess you could call it my domestic test rides. That is California side test rides before I hop on a plane tomorrow. I gotta get up at the crack of dawn. That's right. Tomorrow morning, Sunday, July 3rd, I will be getting up at the crack of dawn to go to San Diego International Airport, where I'm going to get on a plane and make my way to Greece. And you know what's in Greece? It's another motorcycle just like the one I'm on right here, but it's the original bike, the real bike, the dock that I took all around to, well, it's been to now some 80 countries. But anyway, so tomorrow morning I fly. It'll take about 16 hours with a couple connections. It's getting crazy. And everybody is preparing me that this could be not, there could be some challenges as we're all hearing with the flights. The flight mare, somebody said. I like that, flight mare. So hopefully my flights don't get canceled and I'm able to arrive. I land about 2 p.m. on the 4th of July, believe it or not, in Athens, Greece. And I'll connect with George at Vianellis, the BMW shop there that's working on my bike. Because my bike last ran in October of 2019 when I parked it in my friend's garage there in Athens. And then since then, well, it's lost time, right? Since then, I've been, as we all have been, eager to get back and see the world again. So I'm gonna meet with the guys at the BMW shop, make sure everything is safe and go, and I'll spend a few days getting my bearings straight around Athens, and then Cyprus. I'm gonna head to Cyprus, to Nicosia. Have you heard? That's the capital city, the main city of Cyprus, and it's the only city in the world that is divided. It's contentious between two countries: Cyprus, the Cypriots, and Turkey, the Turks. And I'll share with you what I learned there about this kind of strange situation in our world, a place that is supposed to be an idyllic island community, but for some 40 years, the city's been divided between two countries, and from what I understand, it's not a pretty sight. I mean, Nicosia on the Cyprus side, I hear, is a very pretty sight. But anyway, we'll have to see what's going on there. But as I cruise down Highway 101, the Pacific Coast Highway here in North San Diego, I'm going to take you down to San Elijo Beach. And I'll share with you a nice beach, and then we'll close up this live stream. But I wanted to do this test. I wanted to, first of all, riding motorcycle and chewing gum is one thing, but riding a motorcycle and streaming live with a guy that's got vertigo is another thing, right? So, and, I am hoping that everything is working. Like the audio is working. I can tell the video is working, but are you seeing this? And if this is successful, imagine what I could do. I could take you to Cyprus, and we could be doing this. Not always looking at me, and I'll turn the camera around, but for now, just for this test, we're gonna kind of like this. I am right now passing the Self-Realization Fellowship, the organization Yogananda founded some 100 years ago or so. Also, that is because this have the journeys webcast. I use something very similar to this, or you can bring in guests, and I look forward to doing some of that as well. It's a gorgeous day. Doesn't seem to be too much traffic. Several people out on their motorcycles. Lots of people here walking their dogs. There's right over here to my right at about 2 o'clock. There's another surf break, and there's probably 24 surfers in there floating around, paddling. So, live streaming simultaneously to my YouTube channel, Facebook, and Twitter. So, and I would assume those of you who are following me, who are able to watch this live, would get a notification from either of those channels. And if not, maybe you're watching this after the fact, after it goes live, because it then becomes, I guess, archived up there. Now, I didn't do any notice for this. I just kind of randomly decided, as I've been packing and organizing and getting ready to go for that flight tomorrow morning to Greece, I looked at my motorcycle just sitting there, and I looked at all this technology stuff that I was packing into my suitcase and thought, well, why not? Let's just start the journey here. I'm going to be gone 2 months, by the way. 2 months I'm going to be traveling. Greece, Cyprus, and from there, I don't know. Maybe you have a recommendation. But I'm going to be on that side of the plan pond, and I always like to go to places I've never been before. So that brings up ideas like, hey, maybe Malta? I've never been to Cyprus. Lebanon? Tunisia? What about Crete? That's part of Greece. What about Sicily? Now, I've been to Italy several times, but I've never been to Sicily. Or what about Corsica and Sardinia? Okay, now I'm at Cardiff State Beach. It looks pretty crowded here. As I said, it's it's heading, it's 4:30 to 5 o'clock here. And people nodding, waving. Yeah, it would be great to have two cameras. This would be so cool. But the fact that I can be doing this and streaming it live while riding is quite cool. There's a big crowd right across it. That's Santa Leo Beach. I said I was coming to Santa Leo. Well, that's Santa Leo Beach over there. Right here is Cardiff State Beach. And now I'm going to stop the bike here, and we're going to... Now, currently, the microphone for this thing is on my in my helmet right here. So once I take this helmet off, you may not see me. But let's just get off of this for a second. Turn that off. How you doing? Okay, it looks like we've got some comments here. Oh, hey, Paul. Paul Shook is online. Hey, how does it sound? Can you hear me? I can't really read that right now. Let's see. All right. It's on his Facebook. So he's coming in on Facebook. Well, dude, I'm going to Greece, Paul. I'm headed to Greece tomorrow morning. I got to get up at 5 a.m., catch an Uber, and I'll be riding. I'll pick up my motorcycle. If you didn't know, but that's where it's been sitting for almost 3 years. October 2019, I left it over there in Greece. And I just thought one last ride here in the United States before I get on the big bird and head to my original motorcycle over there, that I'd go live like this on the bike with the helmet thingy dingy, all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. Here, let's take the helmet off. I'll see if I can switch the mic to the phone. Ah, it's a lovely day. Yeah, so we're at Cardiff State Beach. You can hear this guy's. Oh, you probably can't hear me. Let me switch that. Hold on. I don't know if maybe I can't change the settings. Okay, I'm back. I had to, in order to get these settings right. But here we are, right over there, Santa Leo. Give you a nice view of the surrogate Doc Jr. here. And there's the ice cream truck over there. There it is, 4th of July weekend. Lots of people on the beach. I'll switch this around. I won't be able to get great framing, of course. But if you just tuned in me live, I was on my motorcycle live streaming while riding just stopped here at Cardiff State Beach and had a little bit of a technology issue there, switching the camera around and switching the audio to not come from my helmet. So I should figure out how to do that a little bit easier. But so this is kind of a test. Let's see who else is online here. All right. You were a legend too, Paul Shook, man. It's pretty awesome. This is really cool to be able to do this while riding my motorcycle and then making a stop to a beautiful place like this. What's very cool here is I can do the, I have a lot of ability to have existing content and like video stuff play here. But I won't bother with that right now. I just thought that it would be cool on a 4th of July weekend before getting on an airplane is to take a ride on the bike, one last ride in the United States before I start riding around Greece, and do this on my live stream. It's very, very cool. I'm as I look at this, and maybe anybody uses StreamYard, I think once I'm in settings. Here we go. There we go. All right, I'm learning a little bit as we're doing this. Anyway, gorgeous day here in San Diego. It's the first time I've ever done this live simultaneously to YouTube, Facebook, which Paul, you're on, and it's on Twitter too. So I don't know if anybody is picking this up on Twitter. And when I end the broadcast, end the live stream, this will become archived and people can watch this. Maybe you're watching this in the past, or rather in the future, but watching my past. I think I'm going to put the camera back over here on the bike. I just rolled in here. You're really not supposed to come in here without paying a parking fee, and I don't want to be that guy. So I just thought I'd come in and share with you this gorgeous scene we have here. I mean, it's beautiful. If I hop up on a rock here, you can see behind me all the people on the beach, and just right out here, people swimming, and over there, the surfers. It's fun. I've got vertigo, but look at this. I'm jumping up and down, man. Yowza. I'm so excited to get back on the bike and travel some exotic places. And now with this new live streaming thing, you guys can come with me. Isn't that pretty cool? Here, let's put this back on. And I'll get ready to put the helmet back on. And that's going to require me to change the settings again. So let's see if anybody else is tuned in. All right, Paul, I'm glad that you're tuning in. The audio is great. That's fantastic. What great news. Because, that's always the thing. Were you on for a bit while I was riding, with the wind and all that? It's still not get a little engine noise probably, but, I've got that microphone really with a nice windscreen on it. Anyway, but you imagine now I could go and ride through exotic Cyprus. I'm going to be on the island of Paros in Greece, actually, too. And I hear it's got stunning landscapes. So I'll be bringing all my camera gear, of course, and I got my drone. And I'll be putting cool stuff up on the YouTube channel as I'm traveling, some more real-time content. And, of course, I'm going to be doing this live streaming. So here I'm going to do this before I put the helmet on. I'm going to go back to my settings and change my audio to the helmet. This is the little microphone right here, if you can see it. Now, it should be coming from there. There we go. Okay, so we're going to put the gloves back on. Yes. It's going to be hot over in Greece, I'm told. It's hot all over, isn't it? It's pretty nice here today. I don't even think it's 70 degrees. It's probably 72 degrees. So it's perfect beach weather. People are in the water. Young mothers with their children, surfers. There's some young kids in their adventure van. Let's get this show on the road. I'm going to take you. We'll go up a little bit, and then I'll end the live stream. But just to continue the test now, if you're still with us, Paul, let me know how the. I just started the engine. I'm sure that probably came through. It's pretty isolated inside the helmet. You know, if I go down like this, it probably sounds a little bit more hollow. I got to clean this face shield before I get going. This helmet, once I'm done with this, I ride back to my little cottage. This helmet's going in my suitcase, man. This is going to Europe. Yeah, here we go. Let's do this thing. Somebody's backing up. Let's not back into me. Okay, so as we navigate the exiting of the Cardiff State Beach parking lot, I think about how if I turned the camera to the front, you would only see, you'd barely see any part of my dash on this thing, just the way it's angled. But maybe there is a way to navigate to be able to, they have multiple angles, you know, the front camera and the back camera on this iPhone, because that's how I'm streaming. And I've got a wireless transmitter on the side of my helmet here that's picking up the audio from that microphone in here. And then that transmitter is sending the signal to the receiver attached to my iPhone. And that's how we're able to make this all happen. It's a slightly precarious, but it's working. This is really great. Here's the ice cream man. There's a couple young girls getting into the back of their parents' car. So I'm being held up just a bit, which is fine. You know, it's getting that end of day. I can kind of see people here. There's still people sitting under umbrellas and in their beach chairs. But at the same time, I see people carrying their beach chairs, you know, having packed them up and ready to call it the end of the day here. This is July 2nd, the first day of our grand live weekend or holiday weekend. Right across from me, if you've ever been here, Cardiff, it's called Cardiff by the Sea. There's a legendary dive bar over here called the Kraken or the Kraken, and it's always got live music, some good cover bands. It's fun. Pool tables. There's a food truck in the backyard serving tri-tip sandwiches and other things, hot dogs. But for me, even though I'm out here riding the bike, my mind is still thinking, what else do I need to do to make sure I'm ready for Greece? And that includes not only what am I bringing over there, but making sure that my home is ready, because I've got a couple guests. I've got my friend Ellie. Ellie has helped me out with the webcast in the past. And she's going to stay for a few weeks taking care of my cat. My cat. You know, Dar. You don't know Dar? Oh, go to Instagram. Dar_daily. Yeah, she's got her own Instagram thing. She's got like a couple thousand followers. My cat. What do you think of that? Go check her out. Anyway, just think of what. Okay, so I've got Ellie in for about 3 weeks taking care of Dar. And then my friend Scott Clark, who is a sports photographer, Scott and his wife will stay August taking care and looking after Dar and enjoying the nice beach community that I live in. So it's always tough to leave, you know, when you've got a pet, especially because I don't like to just go for I don't know, the guy was saying something, I don't know. Anyway, having a pet makes it very difficult to go and do long-term travel. 1973 Porsche, really bright orange color with like a whale fin spoiler on the back. Very noisy too. So this is how we can do it, live streaming while riding a motorcycle. I know I'm not the first person to do this, but sorting out the technology to do it the best possible way with the best possible quality was certainly taxed the brain a bit, but I really love the setup I've got now. I think it's going to work great, not just for the live streaming, but I will be vlogging as well, you know, creating cool videos with some commentary. Like if you watch anything on my YouTube channel, you know my style, and then interspersing that with my photography and the videography and in drone photography. I really love doing that. It's a little bit of work, you know. It's a lot to keep track of, organize all this stuff, and then you've got all these files and, you know, manipulating them. And that's the toughest part of kind of being a vlogger or a creator while traveling is you got to take time and smell the roses and enjoy the travel, right? But then you've got, you know, you got to pay attention to all this stuff. You know, I've got several cameras. I sometimes film on my motorcycle, 2 or 3 different angles, and then, you know, synchronizing all that stuff. So it's not it sometimes takes away from you just enjoying it. And I have to take those days where I just leave the stuff at home. You know? Take time to enjoy. It's like, you know, I get obsessed sometimes with, you know, wanting to make sure I capture and tell the best possible story. I'm now still on the Coast Highway 101, and it's a little more crowded going north than it was coming south. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get off the main drag, and I'm going to go on the back roads here through Encinitas, and I'll take you to Moonlight, and that's where I'm going to end the broadcast, the live stream. It's really good to be on the bike. It does really feel good to be on the bike. You know, having that bout with vertigo, you know, battling it for a couple years now. You know, hesitant to actually do this. But now doing it, and with anticipation of going to Europe to reunite with my long-lost motorcycle. Wow. It is definitely something to look forward to. And you know, the best part of this is, for the first time in my travels, in my international travels, guy decided to make a U-turn in the middle of the road. What the hell? Man. Oh, here's another guy doing a U-turn. So that's what people do, is they come over here, the back roads, to come and U-turn? Okay, let's get back to business. Anyway, for the first time in all my international travels, I'm going to see my brother Jonathan. You know, ABC White House correspondent, Jonathan Karl. He is in Greece right now. I talked to him a couple hours ago with his family and another friend of mine Paul Freitas, and they have rented a house on the island of Paros, which is in the Cyclades, not far from Mykonos. A bit quieter of an island than Mykonos. I've actually been to Paros in the past. And so he's taken the ferry to Mykonos. To Paros tomorrow. And I land in, as I mentioned before, 4th of July in Athens, and it'll take me a few days to actually get my bike sorted and make my way on a ferry over to Paros to meet him. Okay, I just am pulling into the parking lot here at Moonlight Beach, and this is where I'll get off the bike again and bid farewell to you. Okay, let's go right here just for a moment. So, believe it or not, I'm going to see Jonathan and Paul, and I'll see my nieces Anna and Emily, and my sister-in-law Maria. This is fantastic. I'm also meeting a Greek chef over there, and we are talking about the possibility of collaborating on a PBS travel show. Kind of. Well, anyway, more on that later. I won't go into it. But here, let me do this. Let me take off the helmet. Say goodbye to you guys. See if anyone else popped in. Front row, Jonathan. Yeah. Okay, let's.
Oh, I know where we're going. That grassy area? Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, we're at Moonlight. I thought I was going to do Siri. Funny how there's so many things to keep track of. Anyway, here we are at Moonlight Beach, which will be behind me. And it's quite legendary, you know. Lot bigger beach than the Cardiff State Beach. But I don't think it's kind of scenic, you know, but it's still pretty good. That iconic solo palm tree. You know, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you may see all my sunset shots, and you know, it's all good. You guys are laughing over there. You're in. I'm live right now. Say hello. What's your name? No names, but just well, happy 4th. Nice to see you. Yeah.